in this tournament, this Brazilian guy called João Victor. He's a very young player, very talented player, and he's making his debut. You can see him on screen, João Victor. And he's making his debut against Ettorito. And there is a long-standing history between Italian world champion Ettorito and Brazilian players. So if something was needed to add a little bit more spice to this match, was this last-minute confirmation that Ettorito was playing against João Victor.
Yeah, and I think if you look at this matchup, it is almost David versus Goliath in terms of Ettore has that history of winning. He's a serial winner of championships within eFootball, and to then come in as your first ever game within eFootball Championship Pro, to be representing Bayern Munich, to be in a place that you're not familiar with, and then against Ettore, it's a very tall ask. But as we said, in terms of the tail of the tape for João Victor, for those of you who are unfamiliar with him at home, International Cup winner in 2022, was the national champion of Brazil in 2021, was a global esports game winner in 2021. So he's not just somebody they have put out of thin air to come in and play and be a part of the roster.
No. He's a well-seasoned player.
He's got some pedigree there, but again, in terms of the matchups that we can see here, it's Ettore versus João Victor. Yeah. This has got a classic written all over it.
And it's his first match in eFootball Championship Pro. So that's also something not to be missed. I mean, it's important how you enter this competition. Remember, on match day 1, this question was brought again with the AC Milan players. They are making their debut. Well, they went home with 9 points. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, anything may happen. These players are all top-notch players in the world. Of course, they will beat you and beat me and beat all of our viewers because they are the best in the world. But you know, this match would be very important. Remember, this year's format, we are having 3 games in each match. Every game counts because this all goes about points. Mm-hmm. So every match counts at the end of the season.
Absolutely it does, and in some cases they count double because of how close some of these teams will be come the end of the season. And again, for teams like Bayern Munich, for teams like Barcelona, for any of the teams that are in this competition, they're not your teams that you've never heard of. These are some of the premier teams on the planet, and they will want bragging rights as much as anybody, whether it be in real football, whether it be in esports. They want those bragging rights. And again, if you look at the makeup of the two teams, if you look at the Palma, you look at Alex Alcacil on one side, you then look at the other side, you look at Miguel Mestre, you look at Jose, you look at João Victor, Lutti, of course, there's that almost that through kind of thread that you see with Bayern, that although yes, they've changed out Alex, or Alex has then been changed out, they still have that through thread of Mestre, Jose, Lutti. There is still that consistency and that continuity there. So to have players like Mukahit, for example, or João Victor, it's a lot easier to come into that type of setup. But on the flip side, when we talk about Ettore and we talk about his pedigree within being a serial winner, there comes an expectation for it. You know, to put it into kind of footballing context for those at home, it's kind of like how Manchester United, when they signed Casemiro, you bring that type of player into your dressing room, it can galvanise an entire team. And that might just have that effect here. Ettore brings that winning mentality and will try and drive his team on and will expect more from his teammates. So he's now got to go out and set the standard here as well, which again poses its own kind of quandary. And as we see, both teams are kind of almost ready to go here. We are under starters orders and we're just waiting for the game really to commence here. But again, looking at the two players, Ettore looking pretty calm, pretty chill. He, seems to be very relaxed in his chair. João Victor not really giving that much away. But again, when you look at both players, both are encased and kind of covered by their teammates to just give them that little bit of, it's okay, we've got you. And that's sometimes all you need within esports, is sometimes somebody to just put their hand on you and go, yeah, we've got you, it's okay. I mean, we'll see, interestingly, right-hand side of your screen there, looks like a 3-4-3 formation from João Victor, which is, from my reckoning, a very aggressive formation, if that is what is to be pulled out here.
He wants to start with the right feet here. Also, a big shout-out to our friend Harry. Harry, it's in England. We wish that you are enjoying this match, and we will see you again very soon. You are listening to my friend Stuart Weza FC. He will be doing the play-by-play in this match. We are here live from Barcelona with the top players in the world, the most important European clubs, official esports competition. This is official. Each of these players were chosen by the clubs, and here we are for a treat. This is game one on match one. This is Barcelona against Bayern Munich.
You can see, interestingly, on the left-hand side of your screen there, Ettorito employing a 4-3-3, which is relatively what we see at these types of level of esports. There's very much a down the middle,
balanced,
quite narrow, keep it compact through the middle, as we'll see as we are about to kick off here. And it will be Bayern Munich versus Barcelona. See both players in that traditional gamer lean stance of get as close to the screen as you can. And here we go. It is Bayern Munich from left to right. Gnabry to Koeman. Koeman looking for an early ball into the box there. Sergio Roberto takes it away. Back in from Musiala. And launched clear once more. And again, these early exchanges will set the tone for this game. Here's Lucas Hernandez out to Matthias de Ligt.
Yes, João Victor start touching with fast kind of game.
That may just fall into the hands of Ettorito here. May just want to have a little bit of the pressure from the youngster and then use that experience that he's got just to exert his will. But from kick-off here, it's pretty much been all Bayern so far in terms of possession. Here's Serge Gnabry, and Jules Koundé will win it back, and it's deflected out for a throw-in. So again, it's going to be these early moments where you're going to try and feel out your opponent. You're going to try and find a way through the defences real quickly. Who will have that first golden opportunity is Frenkie de Jong to Christensen. Back to de Jong. Kimmich will intercept it. We'll play it forward to Musiala. Going to counter-attack personally beyond here is Sadio Mane. Little double touch inside, tries to play the ball forward, looks for Kingsley Coman. Christensen takes it away. It's Pedri to Busquets.
Good defending by Ettorito. He cut the play, and now he's ready to counter-attack.
He might just be. Here's Robert Lewandowski into Pedri. Ryan Gravenberch will take that clear, and you can just see waves of players going backwards and forwards here, and I can imagine it'll be whoever can draw first blood here will take control of this game and will try and suffocate this game.
Doesn't seem very tactical by now. It seems like a homeschool game, you know, the one that you play with your pals at home.
There could be a little bit of pressure just seeping in on both sides. Again, first game of the day here is Sommer. Plays it over to Lucas Hernandez again.
Cuidado.
So Upamecano.
Cuidado.
To Matthias de Ligt. De Ligt looking forward there. There's Gnabry. There's Tell to Mane. Mane back towards Tell. To Kingsley Coman. Coman has Tell back in the middle. Double touch and a little bit of a missed input there. A little bit of nerve maybe creeping in there. Didn't quite go the way that he wanted to, and ter Stegen will launch that one happily clear from a Barcelona perspective. Here is Upamecano though, wins it back from the defences. Jamal Musiala. Sergio Roberto with the interception, and again it seems to be Bayern Munich that are having the happier of the time here. Is Tell in towards Sadio Mane. Mane double touch around the corner towards Kingsley Coman. It's been pulled wide. I think ter Stegen more than likely had that covered.
Yeah, and it's Bayern Munich attacking, Ettorito defending with Barcelona. Good interceptions on the back of the field. So we are getting a little bit of a surprise game in here because we all know Ettore for his offensive game.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, in terms of lineage, I don't think he will be adverse to doing a little bit of defending here and there either. Here's Kingsley Coman though. Bayern Munich really setting the pace here. João Victor looking to try and find a way through. Here's Musiala to Mane. It's cleared away by Franck Kessie. There's also Dembele. Kimmich will block it away once more. Musiala gifted back towards Dembele. Dembele now has runners. He looks to try and run it forward, but Lucas Hernandez will take that clear. And again, nice double touch in there from Sadio Mane. Here's Serge Gnabry. Gnabry clips one over the top. Kingsley Coman. He's got Tell in the middle. He's got maybe one arriving at the back post. He's double touched inside. Goes to play into Tell. Back towards Musiala. Musiala trying to fashion the chance. It's blocked. And it's cleared away by Frenkie de Jong. Bayern really setting the tempo here.
Bayern keeps banging the door, and they might get in.
Yeah, they are trying to find an avenue in here, but it's all right. And Barcelona being robust in their defence of their goal. Here's Frenkie de Jong forward. It's cleared away once more. It's Musiala to Mane. Araujo will take that clear.
It's amazing how he dominates the game.
He's really trying to set the pace here, but again, player like Ettore won't need a lot of touches to get himself in front of a goal here as Kingsley Coman Looks to launch that one forward. Sadio Mane looking to recover it. Araujo will play it back to ter Stegen. And you'd have to say, for the opening 35 minutes here, it has been Bayern Munich setting the tone.
Yes, they were the one making the goals. If you look this and you don't know who is who, you will say that the experienced player would be the one on the white shirt. But
amazing. It's amazing what nerves can do to somebody. As Musiala tries to play it forward, Sergio Roberto gets that clear. De Jong looking to launch a counter here. Pedri double touches in field. And Upamecano strong in the challenge. No foul from the referee. Gravenberch's trying to play that forward, but Busquets sweeps it back up.
Some imprecision on Barcelona side.
There is, but it won't take a lot. Here's Kessie in towards Lewandowski. Lewandowski looking towards Pedri. Pedri gets away from Upamecano. Back in towards Lewandowski!
And as you said, Ettorito doesn't need a lot of possession. Ettorito doesn't need to hold the ball. Ettorito knows how to shoot. And bazooka! Here's the first goal.
Does. We said, doesn't need a lot of touches to get himself in front of goal. Again, it was neat. It's this touch here where Pedri just takes it away from Upamecano. There, just an overcommitment. And it's a first-time strike. You very rarely see those within eFootball. Brilliant strike from Robert Lewandowski. And again, in that type of real estate, there's not many strikers on the planet you would want in front of that ball than Robert Lewandowski.
Very nice, the back heel, the passing. You know,
very smooth goal, and again, you would say it's against the run of play, but Barcelona will not care a moment about that. They are 1 goal to the good, and as we constantly say on these, casting and commentaries that we have, the only stats that matter are the ones in the top left-hand corner. It's the time left on the clock, and it's the amount of goals you put in the back of the net.
There's there's no moral result. It's real result.
Absolutely, indeed. Gravenberch heads forward. Sergio Roberto takes it away. Here's Kessie.
It's not about luck. It's not about who deserves the win. It's about who wins.
It's executing under pressure is what you need here.
And also, it's how aggressive can you be, and how can you get those opportunities? Just one situation, one goal.
I mean, if you look at the first half, there's only been 2 chances. There's been a goal, and then there was the shot that was pulled wide by Bayern Munich. So the reality is that it's more of a midfield battle, but it seems to break down when that last final ball tends to go through. As we'll see, it comes to the half-time whistle. Again, is Barcelona 1, Bayern Munich 0. And again, we would say against pretty much the run of play. But again, we do say this about players. They will find a way. They will find a way to break you down. They will find a way to score. As we'll see, kick-off now. Very quickly, here's Kessie forward to Lewandowski. Lewandowski onto Pedri. Dangerous position here for Barcelona. Double touch inside. Gnabry will clear. It's ricocheted. And Sommer will come and hoover that one up.
Oppa, be careful with that. Oppa!
Mistake there for the goalkeeper, but he gets away with it just about there.
Be careful.
Let's tell.
If you just are joining, this is Ettorito 97 against João Victor. Barcelona against Bayern Munich.
As you'll see just there from the graphic, Ettorito looking to extend that lead at the top of the goal-scoring tallies, up to 5 for the season so far. As Sergio Busquets recovers the ball well. Finds it to Robert Lewandowski. Frankie de Jong to Pedri. Lets it run through his legs. Pedri doesn't go for the double touch this time. Looks to just negotiate his way out of trouble instead. Kessie, Pedri, Lewandowski. On towards Frankie de Jong. Matthijs de Ligt will take that clear.
His game is so smart, so intelligent.
It's those neat little passes that you just keep you guessing. Musiala.
And he plays by memory, he doesn't have to look where his players are. He already knows.
And that comes to prep work. That comes to knowing where your team are going to be, knowing how your team perform, and knowing exactly where they're going to be on a virtual pitch. And as we see there, 57 minutes gone here. Again, second half kind of stayed a little bit like the first half in the sense of Bayern trying to get themselves back into the game, but we'll see their changes just coming on the right-hand side of your screen there. You can see just what the debate really is going on here.
I think that Barcelona had a better second half than what they offered on the first half. At least they are proposing a little bit more, having the ball a little bit more in the midfield. So it would be interesting to see what will happen now, because for sure Bayern Munich has to bring his team forward.
Yeah, absolutely, and you'll see there as well, Barcelona taking a look at Bayern Munich's tactic there on the left-hand side, just having a look to say, well, okay, guys, we're in the pause here. What do you think? What are you seeing behind us? Because we said before, you know, it's great having the ideas and having the controller in your hand, but sometimes you just need an onlooker to just maybe give you a, actually, I've seen something you haven't here. But as we can see, just little tiny minute changes here. You can see right hand side of your screen, Bayern Munich changed to a 3-5-2. They've started to get a little bit more expansive. It may open up the game as we'll see some substitutes potentially looking to come on here as well. Choupo-Moting looking to be deployed. We've seen him used to great use over the years as Bayern Munich have used him. But ultimately, it seems to just be, these are the moments that may just get Bayern Munich back into this game. It's these little tiny changes that may just deliver a benefit here as Hernandez plays it cross field over to Kingsley Coman. Gnabry back to Coman. Choupo-Moting on towards Sadio Mane. Mane dispossessed by Araujo, but Choupo-Moting's benefited here. He's got it back to Gnabry. Gnabry looking back in for Choupo-Moting. Can he score? Oh, he's trying to play it across. It's a great manual save from Ettorito.
Amazing goalkeeping by Ettore. I told you earlier, he's known for his offensive game, but what a defensive game has proven by Ettorito.
Game's not over, and neither has the danger. Sadio Mane looking back in for Choupo-Moting. Ball is in the back of the net. It's an offside flag, though.
Very
we'll see there.
Very good player, João Victor also.
Yes.
Very good player.
Yeah, in terms of those combination plays, you can see what chances he is trying to fashion out of the game plan that you can see here. As Lucas Hernandez looks to put that one cross field. And again, for those watching at home, if you're wondering why the power bar is sometimes green and it's sometimes purple, those will be those stunning inputs that you'll normally see. Either stunning strikes, stunning crosses, stunning passes. They just give a little bit more zip on your passes and strikes here as Frankie de Jong looks to play in field, and he's played it, and Pedri has got it back from Kingsley Coman. It's Robert Lewandowski looks to take a touch in field, and instead Lucas Hernandez will take that clear, and as time ticks down here, Barcelona looking to exert their will. It's Pedri onto de Jong, neat little back here, finds Robert Lewandowski. Hernandez with the block, De Ligt will launch this one clear. Here's Sadio Mane, it's towards Choupo-Moting. Going to have runners in the middle potentially. He's found it cross field over to Kingsley Coman. Coman looking in field again, but instead challenged by a Barcelona defender, and Kesse will just lift that one forward.
And you may see that Pedri is already tired, Lewandowski is already tired, but as those players have some important physicalities, they are remaining on the pitch.
They are indeed. They're always useful, even with a depleted energy bar. As Kingsley Coman looks to deliver one potentially to the back post, was looking for Sadio Mane to stake, and will come out and claim that. And as you'll see, just next to the cameras of both players, you'll see attacking bias is changing here and there. It'll be all-out defence, it'll be defensive, or it'll be attacking. If you're brand new to the game, they all have their different facets to their game that you can use. If you want to be a bit more aggressive, you'll go more attacking, as we'll see here. Gnabry looking forward. Tell looking to win the header. Pedri will clear, only as far as Gravenberch. Gnabry back in towards Choupo-Moting. And he's looking for Sadio Mane. It's cleared away once more.
By now, Ettorito wants the time to pass, and all the proposition comes from the Bayern Munich side.
It does, but he will be happy with that pressure as Pedri plays it into Frankie de Jong. Neat dummy to take it away from the defender. Turns back infield. Really smart turn there from Ettore. Just couldn't quite get the benefit of it, but again, it chews down some of the clock. 9 minutes plus injury time, as we'll see. Tactics being deployed once more. You'll have a look at the subs benches that are there. Again, if you're wondering why there's, you know, in terms of the players on those benches, don't forget that there is a team strength limit, or a collective strength limit of 2,430. I double checked to make sure that I had the figure correct. They have to stay below that limit, and if they stay below that limit, that's what we're playing to here. So, of course, as we mentioned, or as Semra mentioned about special cards and things of that nature, you still got to take into account what effect that's going to have on your collective strength level.
Yes, of course, all of that is a very important aspect of the game, but I couldn't agree more with my friend Weza about all that is important, but also your hands are very important and your mind is very important.
Absolutely. If you can outthink your opponent, if you have quicker reflexes, you will often win a game of eFootball. Here's Leon Goretzka. Kimmich forward to Tell. Looking for a back heel through there, and instead it's Lucas Hernandez. Kimmich back to Hernandez. Is Davis. Ibrahimovic on towards Choupo-Moting. Choupo-Moting looking to dink one into the back post. Mane just running a bit out of steam. Can't keep up with the play, and as such, ball goes out for a goal kick. 5 in-game minutes left here, plus stoppage time.
Yeah, and every minute coming by is a minute won by Barcelona, by Ettorito. He has not rush at all, of course. And now it's like, I think it may be 1 or 2 chances left.
Yeah, if it's gonna be any time for João Victor, it's gonna have to be now. Choupo-Moting to Ibrahimovic. Choupo-Moting gets the ball back, but Koundé sticks a foot out. Sergio Busquets will clear. Anywhere will do for Barcelona at this point. It is, as they say in the UK, squeaky bum time indeed. Here's Ibrahimovic to Goretzka. Koundé takes it away though. Here's Pedri. Looking to just kill the game off here effectively. It's into injury time. Knows how important these 3 points will be if he can just evade a Bayern Munich attack. One last chance potentially. It's gone back over halfway. Ball goes forward again. Bayern looking to get the ball forward. That whistle still not there, but it is now. It is Barcelona 1, Bayern Munich 0, and Ettorito comes away with 3 points for Barcelona.
And look, he looks disappointed. This is the kind of player that Ettorito is. He won the match. He has perfect score because he won match day 1, he won match day 2, but he thinks this is not a performance at his level.
Well, for me, if it were me,
with